Hey everybody, Dan here with Fit Feather for Outfitters. Today we're looking at a Taurus Tracker 44 chambered in 44 Magnum. It has some cool features to it. I think you're going to like it. It would be considered somewhat of a budget price, but we're also going to compare it to the S&W Model 69 Combat Magnum. I think you're going to like this, so let's do it. The Taurus Tracker 44 is a 5-shot 44 Magnum revolver. As I mentioned, it has a 4-inch barrel, but what I did not tell you is that it has ports on each side of the barrel. 4 ports right there integrated in to decrease the muzzle rise, and I think that'll work. My experience with ports is that they work. Some people, for some reason, don't like ports. I'm really not sure why, but if you take a look at this, it has a full underlug, shrouded ejection rod right there. Okay, standard ejection. Taurus uses a push forward cylinder release. It has adjustable rear sights and a very bright orange ramped front sight that is fixed, and when you align that, you get a pretty nice sight picture. Black rear, not serrated. And then this very cool grip. All right, it does have some texturing on the back. It's a rubber grip. And then the finish on this whole thing is black oxide. So it's kind of cool looking. If you like black revolver, not blued, because it is a matte black. If you like that, then that's what this offers. It has a little bit of a rattle to it. Okay, most likely the internal components, but you look at the trigger, we did check clear here. The double action, definitely heavy. Single action, much lighter. It does use a transfer bar safety, you see that? And that drops as the hammer strikes the firing pin, all right, which is right there. And that is a look at the internals. There we have the bolt stop, the forcing cone, the yoke, timing hand, all of it is right there. But if we do a comparison, oh, by the way, the MSRP on this is $640. Now, the S&W Combat Magnum, they call this the M69, Model 69, is essentially the same version, except for it's in stainless. It has a 4 1/4 inch barrel, but I don't want to say it's the same because it doesn't have ports. I should say it measures up. Well, if you look at the barrel length, you'll notice that it goes about a 1/4 inch longer, okay, 4 1/4 inch versus 4 inch. Both have adjustable sights, both have rubber grips. Stainless steel versus black oxide. A little more beefy on the fore end with the Taurus on the left, but where the Smith shines, and I will mention this is unloaded and it is also a 5-shot, is that the trigger action is much smoother. So when I pull that trigger, either in double action or in single action, there is a noticeable difference in the trigger weight and smoothness. No problem there, but when you do them side by side and you pull that single action side by side, there is a noticeable difference in favor of the Smith & Wesson. The Taurus shines, if you love the ports, for one, but also MSRP $640, MSRP $999. I also like the Taurus grip a little more. It fills my palm. When I grip this, it fills. It feels really good. Not a problem with this. It's a bit thinner, and this has a partial underlug. This seems to be a little bit more refined, okay? With that matte stainless and the overall look and feel, it seems to be a little bit more refined. Also adjustable rear sights, orange insert, very similar sight picture. If I had to choose one and I had the extra dough, I'd go with the Model 69 Combat Magnum. But if I didn't want to spend $1,000, this certainly would be a good choice. It has a very nice feel. Like I mentioned, I like the grip. Let's go ahead and get it on the scale. We'll do a comparison in weight here and figure out what the difference is. There we go, hitting the wrong buttons. The Tracker 44, right at 35 ounces. All right, and then we'we'll take a look at the Model 69. This is at 36.8 ounces, so a little bit heavier, and the 4.25 inch barrel would account for that. But overall, very good revolvers. If you love 44 Magnum, if you want to actually take down some game, you could do it with 44 Magnum. If you like a round that hits you back a little bit, you want a lot of lead headed down range, you want the 44 Magnum. And both of these are that. This one's a little bit less expensive, a little bit more beefy looking. And I think that underlug has a lot to do with that. So it's definitely beefy looking, it's definitely good looking, and I think that anybody who owns this would be pleased with it. Very nice. You can see that the barrel and the underlug is all combined to make a very smooth muzzle end of the revolver. But there it is, Taurus Tracker 44, 4-inch barrel. Very nice revolver. I think Taurus is onto something with the revolvers. I know they are because they sell a ton of them. And check them out at the Fin. There are a lot of Taurus firearms available. Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather for Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.